Okay, hi class. So today now we're going to continue drawing our Starship watercolor, and we're going to actually draw the starships and the planets. Okay, so just giving you giving you guys an idea by showing you this one again. All right, so you want to find your beautiful background that you made last time. Okay, and some of you can just use your hands, but most of you, it's best just to take a paper towel. Now mine is actually a little wet because I was in a hurry to make this example for you, but that's okay. So here's my background. Okay, so, all right, the first thing that you're going to do is draw the planets because we want the starship to be flying towards a planet that is off in the distance. It is perfectly fine, though, to have a planet close up, though, too, as well, okay? Because that might be fun if you want to draw, like, I don't know, more texture or some kind of space station on a closer up planet. So I'm going to do that, actually, by just tracing this. So there is my close-up planet, and this kind of gives you some dimension. Okay, there it is. All right, but now I am going to choose this, and you don't have to worry if you don't have a special place because we will be using markers, okay, to accentuate this. I know that you can't see what I'm doing very well, so I am going to do this in Sharpie so that you can see, okay? But you will not. You will just use pencil. Okay, so here's the planet that's in the corner, and here's the planet that I just drew here. Now, I also have this wonderful handout, okay, that will show you like how to draw texture onto planets. So if you want this to be the sun or something, that's fine. But I do want to see one planet where you do draw the texture. And actually, here's a great example for a sun. So I think that I will do that. And again, you will do this in pencil. I'm doing this in Sharpies just so you can see like what I'm doing. I'm making all kinds of sort of irregular, like fiery shapes coming out from the planet here that I am going to say is the sun. Okay, so there it is. Okay, I hope you can see that. Let's get closer. There, perfect. Okay, now you can really see it. All right, now we're just going to put a little dot right there, and that dot is called a vanishing point. Okay, and vanishing point using a vanishing point was a concept that was discovered in the Renaissance. All right, so we are going to draw the back of a starship first, and you're going to use a template, and you must draw, okay, where the vanishing point is, like the horizontal line of a vanishing point, you won't really get much dynamic. The starship won't look like it's doing very much. So you must draw your starship above or below the vanishing point. All right, so I am going to use this shape. Actually, I think I'll use this shape here, okay? And I'm going to draw it like this on a slant, okay? And I am going to draw it in pencil first, all right? And I am, again, only doing this in Sharpie so you guys can see better, okay? And I'm going to add wings onto my starship by using this sort of part of a triangle here. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, okay, this first starship, okay, so there's a little trick to this. The next thing I'm going to do, and I can't do this, in Sharpie because I will just kind of ruin my drawing. But I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to say that this is the center point of my starship here. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line right here, like this. Okay, towards my planet. Okay, from the vanishing point all the way up here to like the middle of where my starship is. Then I'm going to put another dot. Okay, actually I will just do this in Sharpie so you guys can see. So there's my vanishing point, and here is the line that I drew. Okay, but you will do it in pencil. Okay, and then here is my secondary vanishing point that is on the line. Okay, but this will all be pencil, so you'll be able to erase it. And now I am going to draw from every corner of my starship to the secondary vanishing point. Now, if you want your starship to fly directly into the planet, then you just use the very first vanishing point. Okay, and I'm just using the secondary, and I'm using every single corner, the corners that are out and the corners that are in. Okay, now see, ordinarily I would just erase that, but I drew that so you could see it. Okay. Then, actually, I am going to draw a starship. I guess I'll use this shape here. Okay. That will be flying directly to the sun. Okay, so you can also see what that looks like. And this time, I think I'll put like a special shape on top of this starship, like this. Okay. You can make these rather complex if you want by, adding these wings. I love adding, these extra points on the side. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so there we go. All right, and now this starship, no secondary vanishing point. I'm going to have this starship just flying straight to the planet. Okay, I'm going to use every single point that I have. There it is. Okay. And even, I'm going to do this. Okay. And when you add these little extra wings, it does make it easier when you have a shape that's a bit rounded. It does make it easier. Okay. All right. And then you want to check the shapes underneath because I think I have a little smidge of something here. All right. And there is my starship that is flying directly to the planet. Okay? All right. Then, when it comes to drawing the planets, all right, I think I will add a few more planets. And actually, to make this look right, it is best to draw 3 starships or 2 starships and perhaps a satellite. All right. So I will draw one more. And let's see now. I think I'll use this guy. All right. Here we go. All right. And I'll put like a little, I think I'll put like a little dome on top of this one, like this. Okay, and this one, I do not want to have 2 starships flying into the sun, so I'm going to use the idea of the secondary vanishing point. There it is in the middle of my starship. Okay, and this one I will do in pencil so you can really see what it looks like so I can erase it. And then here I'm going to put my secondary point here. And now I'm going to use my ruler, okay, and I'm going to draw the lines in pencil first, okay, there we go. And if you have a curve, just gently touch that curve, okay, And I have something going on here. Check every corner, every edge, even the bottom. Do the top of the starship first, or the bottom. If the starship's above, you'll do the bottom. But if it's below the vanishing point, okay, there we go. All right. Now this time I'm going to erase this, and I'm just going to outline this. Okay. Now I really do not want you copying the starships that you see here, because they're not really flying in one point perspective. They're just kind of cool and they're drawn, but they have lots of great details on them, like hatches and textures and things like that. So I would like you then, once you draw your starships, okay, to put some textures on them like this. Okay, of course you can do this in pencil first. And just simple, just geometric shapes. You know, in your mind, you can say to yourself, oh my goodness, this is a window, and then maybe this is like a hatch door, that kind of a thing. And then you can just do stripes if you want, okay, on the wings, that kind of thing. Okay, it really isn't too complicated. Here, maybe you can echo the shape of something that you've drawn. That's fine too. Oh, another thing too is this can be the back of the starship, and you can count on like maybe drawing, you know, some kind of fire coming out of the starship, okay, like it's blasting off, okay, and then maybe here. Always, if the line is on a slant, just keep drawing the lines on the slant. And you can even use your ruler if you want to do that. Or you can just approximate it the way I'm doing. That's fine too. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So I will fill all of this up. With patterns. Okay, so now I have my starships, and I am going to draw a planet because I want to demonstrate that to you. Okay, so here is, I'm going to draw a Saturn, all right? If you want to draw a Saturn, it is best to make the rings around the Saturn as flat as you can, like that, okay? Not like, you know, big and round. It's just more convincing if they're flat. Okay, there we go. Then also, you can put some texture on the planets the way we have here, okay? And it doesn't have to be exactly Earth, okay? You can do just like the wavy lines like they have here. And then we'll fill it up with dots and patterns and stuff like that when we get to color, which is what we're going to do next.